those plays added to my playbook. I never think about it until I'm starting a game.
Mm-hmm. Miko. At least you don't have time reading. And I'm like, I gotta play this damn goat.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game.
I'm kicking first. You might as well just concede now.
Yeah.
This crowd is ready.
Not in your life. I don't want to get kicked yet from the league. Or lose my.
The midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Don't you know by now not to bring that out?
Yeah, I'm a dumbass. Okay.
I have, like, great fucking coverage on this shit. The fuck am I doing, bro?
I have no idea. I can't see your screen.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs.
Damn, 3 runs in a row? The hell?
You need to stop spamming shit.
Yes, sir. We'll say
Joking.
I can.
Oops, damn it.
You need a second? I got 19 seconds.
Yeah, give me a sec if you don't mind.
Alright.
Alright, cool, thanks.
Yep.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
DJ chill.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pick.
Oh, whoops. Tried doing a hard hit and that was a major whiff.
I like this D1 guy. I should have been using his ass. Yeah,
What?
you should listen to JD. Elaire. I like him.
Right.
Yeah. She's like, I told you, dumbass.
I'm just used to telling you shit and you ignoring me.
Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs, 1st down.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire.
Did I get a yard out of that? No, I lost
We lost a yard out of that.
He'll lose a yard there.
This is Barry.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that
I
makes
don't
the
even know who
defense
that
more
is.
likely to overcommit to stop the run
Yeah,
as they
you
get on
like
that
I
line.
really can't see.
But keep in mind,
I
it makes them
can't.
susceptible
I'm not even gonna
to
try to
extra
see
passes
names
as
or
well.
numbers.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Oh, fuck.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
I hit the button too soon. Good job, buddy.
There as his guys will get
Dude,
the football back. So far this
GG's.
season, this defense has had their
Nice game.
issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for
Not
them,
really
and an
fucking
absolute
audible.
shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a
What?
big day, and it very
I
well
thought that was
could
gonna
be.
be good
But
because I
early
just
in
had
this
to
one,
miss that one other guy.
The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he works it across the 25 before
I just got
being
the son of a
tackled.
bitch.
Well, that certainly has to feel
Fucking
good.
Harris.
Who got hurt?
Harris?
Should get all the credit.
Oh.
I just got his fucking ass.
That's funny as shit. The guy that I just traded you.
Yeah.
Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Pollard, a pickup of
shouldn't.
about 3 yards. He's taken down at the 31.
Bruce Short, he's good.
Damn.
Give credit to the defense.
That would have been hilarious if he's gonna be out the rest of the season.
They gave
Yeah,
him a
wait.
back angle.
I want to restart.
No points for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a give here to Pollard.
That your guy that's on the ground somehow tripped me.
Only to about the 33.
Yeah.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
That's Tyree, right? Jackson?
Yeah.
Boy.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
Whoa, bro.
For Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris.
Oh, Tyree trying to do the hard hit.
Yeah.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
I thought you seen Harris there.
Right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0.
It was a double move, but I thought if I threw it right there, that I could get him before he went on his
Taken about 7
second move,
yards
but
deep.
yeah, it didn't happen.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard
So I
line.
threw it, and then he was not anywhere in the area. I mean, he was running away from it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6.
Oh, bummer.
Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the 25-yard line.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they get like what they've seen from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12.
14-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play.
Surprised I didn't get a roughing the passer on that. I tried to hit me
Yeah.
like right after you passed. But with my aim, fortunately, I didn't even touch you.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That is caught inside the 5. Well,
Aren't
this
you
is
gonna have
gonna
me
have to
change
end
his
on the
number?
spot, but it's not a very generous
Who's
look. It
up?
looks to be about a yard or so
DJ
short.
Chill.
And that big gain may just change the thought
That's
process here on
Judy.
4th down. I think in the red zone,
It's number
they
10.
might now
Oh, you
consider
said
going
Chill
for it on
was
4th down.
Yeah, I
10.
thought Chill was 10. Yeah,
So the
he's
snap
actually
will
the
come
number.
from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. They'll go. It's Edwards.
Of course.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first
What?
down.
You have 3 guys there? Yeah, well, let's just pull them
They only
over.
got a couple, but a couple all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
And Mahomes is going to keep it. And this will
I've
result
been
in
trying to
losing
do that
yardage
fucking
back to
shit,
the
man.
3. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Flushed out right.
Jesus, he's wide open.
And he'll take this
Illegal man
into the
downfield?
end zone. Now,
Illegal contact.
have a flag
How the
down.
fuck is that?
See what this is
I don't
about.
know.
And yes, they want the point, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And his kick is right through.
Makes the score. Chiefs 14. Broncos nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Okay, you have to tell me if you're gonna do an onside kick, because I'm just like closing my eyes between every play to try to keep them moist.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And
Ow.
ultimately cannot get
Yeah.
this out to the 25-yard
Mitch.
line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
Good one.
Down, getting this one up to
I
about
thought
the
that was a
35.
fake. Kind of took me by surprise.
Yeah.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's now coming from a
Not this
flat
one.
start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Officially
I might
nothing
have
on
to
that
pause
last
this in a
run. They'll
second
try
to go
again,
piss
2nd
if
and
you
10.
full.
I'm in it.
They go play action now.
I'm gonna ask you a favor. No, shit,
Damn
get.
it.
Ooh!
For the 3rd time here,
Was that the favor you were wanting?
No. That's why I asked you the same thing. Can I go pee myself?
Oh, wait, now you have to give the ball back, because I thought that's what you were asking for.
No. I'll be right back.
God.
Alright, J-Dog. I'm back. If you're back.
Alright, so are you punting it?
Do I have to put it?
Well, you're supposed to give me the ball back, cause I thought you were asking for it. I thought that was the favor you wanted. Just
Now
kidding.
you get me off.
I mean, if you want to be a little bitch, it's fine.
Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
How the fuck is Scar doing better than us?
Now a carry for
Run,
Edwards-Helaire.
go baby, go baby.
Tackled down after a gain of 3, leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was.
I hope
and
he's
they
not
stopped
hurt
him
bad.
just short of it.
What it does is emphasize
Fresh for
that
him.
strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it?
First of all, prayers are worthless. Second of all, I don't really care about them.
On in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Chiefs add on to their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside.
Why didn't you hit my guy?
Sometimes the back in the backfield. That's
Yay,
exactly
he's
what
coming
happened.
back.
And he got into the
Yeah.
end zone.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Your prayers must have been
with
so
the missed
effective.
PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded near the back of the end
Love
zone.
when you run it out with Hardman.
And he'll be stopped
Bitch.
right around where he would have been had he gone down to
Did
a
it.
knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
You realize when I run it out, I'm bringing it from like 7-8 yards deep, and I'm still getting right next to the 25.
Yeah, how do you
You
do
bring
that?
it from like 1 yard deep, and you get to the 16.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in
Who's
the right
that?
direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays. Oh, this hurts
Is that
the
Ward?
defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z.
No,
Let's
it's
see if we can
Fenton.
move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 20.
You got 5 yards out of that, Uncle Jay?
Tackled at the
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep
So what we've
carrying it.
seen.
Thank you.
On the option, it's Jackson. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead,
Oh, I thought it was going to last a 2-minute warning.
That would have been hilarious if you ran into my kicker.
Yeah.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. On play action, it's Mahomes. Second quarter action,
Good
1:56
play,
remaining.
dog.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Thrown
What the
across
fuck?
his body, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he'll return this ball across midfield.
Basically
to
just
the
made you my bitch.
47-yard line.
Did the wind fucking? Did you hit me or I didn't see?
He was calling for the ball downfield, but
No, I think it was just pressured on the
I
run.
think what happened, he did
Oh,
call for the ball thinking that
I
he
thought
was
my
open.
foot stepped down before I would
think the
really
quarterback
set ball
spotted
down.
him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the
Too bad you
interception.
can't challenge it, huh?
Yeah, you're right. I wouldn't have won it anyway. One. Jetty, hike.
Oh, fuck.
Now
My bad.
problems right out of the gate.
That's
We're
my
gonna
fault.
get
You
the
can accept.
delay. So that'll back him up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay
He
of
said
game.
stiffer.
He said what?
He said stiffer.
Pollard
More of a
gonna
stiffer
try the right
challenge.
side. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep.
Yeah. I should have gone out a little bit quicker.
Pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Jetty, you got 20 seconds, bro.
The line to gain here
Oh,
is the
thanks.
37 on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. He's got his big
That wasn't
tight
very
end
nice.
fan. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Brings up 4th down.
4th and 6.
Mm.
Ten seconds to go. Play the clock.
I know. I'm burning clock, bruh.
They'll run forward with Pollard.
Just in case that happens.
They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Broncos unable to convert.
I was either going to get in field goal range for myself or try to keep you from getting in scoring position for yourself.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee?
God damn it, I couldn't switch my guy. Oh well.
That's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Look at the almighty. He was ready for that one, though. I bet you.
Instead, 2nd down.
I'm just gonna run this clock out. I mean, nothing I can do. 4 seconds.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Just so you know, I totally believe you.
They'll run.
Oh, you actually did run it? Wow.
Yeah.
And he's gonna be taken
Usually when you act like you're talking to yourself but want to make it audible, that's when you're full of shit. I'm
Hey,
just
I
gonna
wasn't-
run this out because there's nothing I can do. Ha 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 ha.
halftime report. Coach.
Hey, I actually did it that time, though.
For Kansas City.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this 2nd half as they trail, and we are
All right,
back
team.
underway.
Let's go.
Taken
Call
about
it.
7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the
That's the
21
shortest you got me.
yard line. So
I still got a
Brady
28-yard return.
Good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar
I was
situation.
going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Gets it to Hardman. A jet sweep. And he's
Good
able
run.
to get out to the 32. Brought down
Thanks.
there. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league. No question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains.
Is
It was
fucking.
enough to get him a first down. And it continues
Oh,
to
shit.
test the defense.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs
I was expecting to run there.
See, what sucks is I was trying to make my guy block, and I pressed triangle then X to select him, but apparently triangle didn't register, so when I pressed X it hiked the ball.
That's why I seen it fumble.
coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They go play action with Jackson. Dancing to his left.
What the fuck, man?
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there.
What the hell were you throwing to?
Well, defensively, they have
Tight end there.
I know you're a playmaker, dude, but I was like,
a
well,
lot of
fuck.
game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Is fucking. Where the hell is Miller? Is he hurt? Two, height, Jetty.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson.
Oh, what the?
Eluding the
God damn.
to eat this one as down he goes.
Looks like another empty
What are you talking about? Who's Miller that you're talking
Von
about?
Miller. He wasn't even in the fucking play. He been
Oh,
playing
I
all
thought you were
game.
talking about my guy.
I think you're exactly
No.
right. They got to find some answers quickly.
Sorry. Who is it that I have as a running back? It's
Standing
Pollard,
just
right?
outside
oh,
the
Davis.
line.
The Davis
Oh.
is who I thought you were talking about. I'm like, why would he be in there?
He'll send
Damn.
this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense game, though? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points.
JD said use it later, so I'm using it later.
They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
49-yard line.
Oh
the
shit.
Fuck. I'll take that.
And he'll get this into enemy
Thank you, Jay.
territory, but not
Extra
by
value.
much as he's down to the 48. So they will accept the penalty and move
Were you trying to
forward.
follow him?
You think?
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he'll let this
Bullshit.
one- and it's caught. And all the way in.
That is not even right.
Touchdown.
Getting that close, putting pressure on you.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
And I missed the football again. Nope.
And that stretches the lead to 27.
Yeah, man, you barely made that. Alexa lights on 60%.
Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The the Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy.
Dude, I hiked it, and then for some reason I closed my eyes to like try to get some moisture on my contacts. Like thinking like, okay, I have a second before I have to throw it, and that didn't work.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a give right side. Pollard. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Jackson.
I didn't mean to press circle.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because
Fuck you very much.
This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same.
And how about this, a fake? And this is caught.
Good shit, bro.
Thanks. That was close.
There on the fake punt turns into a huge play and a first down.
40-yard line.
That's the first time I've done that as a fake in a long ass time.
How many yards was that?
I wasn't paying attention. Any yards was more than I was expecting.
Yeah.
To throw is Jackson.
Holy shit. See, that's what I'm saying. I can't look at more than one thing. My peripheral is just shitty. Like, I want to play COD a little bit, but I don't know how that's going to work.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Throwing is Jackson.
Wow.
Defense tough to throw on there.
Damn.
Now it's fourth down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try and run the option. He'll pitch it back, and he won't get there.
That was ugly.
Need to check something quick.
Well, you have a breakout?
Yeah. Alright, we're good.
Short of the line to gain.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. Result of
The Chiefs offense about
I haven't got my breakout yet.
Don't say anything, because I will block him.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
Oh, come on, bruh.
what are we going to do? You don't go away from
I hate it when I'm in the area and fuck it up.
wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards.
10 at the 50-yard line.
Now Edwards Alaire. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Edwards-Helaire, the ball carrier. Brought down by Bryce Callahan.
Let's go into the end of
It's a
quarter.
gain of 5.
Yeah.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard
And
line.
that is going to do it.
Alright, one more quarter, guys.
For
Let's
this
go.
third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Broncos nothing.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up
Oh
to
my
the
God.
Rolling to his right.
Oh, come on.
To Kelsey.
He stays in, seriously?
Inside the 25. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire.
Oh, why did you
And he's
in
going to
for?
be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And this is incomplete. It was Quincy Williams with the tight coverage there. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Let's go.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
Okay. What's up, Vegas?
Here's Pollard again. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Why does he do that? Yeah, that's the throw out a sack.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes
That was
to RPOs,
stupid.
and sometimes you can be a little too quick. Thus,
Get your yards, bro.
incomplete.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid.
Bro, Vegas, can you turn that down, please? Seriously, I just have a huge headache.
And making a nice play defensively.
Not the usual.
Sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it. Mahomes hit. He lost
Your music, bro. Or
Whatever that is. What? You have something going on. I don't know what it is.
And it'll get him a new set of downs.
My dog broke.
Not totally home free yet,
Yeah,
but it's
we're-
looking good as they come up first
He
and
didn't
10.
lug out. He left because he was bitching.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'm gonna explain what was up, but he wants to leave like that. He can leave like that.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
3rd and 11.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he
Big
needs.
into
The
though.
tackle is made at the 18-yard line.
GG's.
Perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They
Just
would have
shoot
picked
the
it
clock
off.
out.
Okay, so they gave up the completion.
And
I
thank you
don't
for helping
believe
me.
you at all.
Watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in
Do
great
not believe you
communication,
at
but as he
all.
dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down.
Oh my god, he got me.
Butker's kick
I was gonna
is
fake that
good.
shit. Like,
Nah, you don't say.
The lead grows even further. So it's 3 more
Do you really need to
points.
run the score up like that, though?
Even further here in the
30
fourth.
points? Seriously? What the fuck?
You can never have enough points, but this widens it out.
ain't no worse than Army did to me, 47.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Alright, JD. 14 seconds. I need an interception with Ward.
Oh, that sucks.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now
Did you get it? You got it.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Jay.
Picked up by
Rough.
Charvarius Ward. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Yeah, my eyes, I couldn't tell if that was Ward or if it was Matthew or who the fuck it was, but
Yeah.
somebody got
Well,
it.
I pushed Ward back. It was barely
No,
though.
yeah, I saw that. I saw you move someone back. I figured it was him.
The
GG, bro.
defense can stop it
Bro.
twice more as they take a knee here.
You
So
wouldn't
this
even let me
one
score
in the
with
win
Handler to
column
get a
for
little
Kansas
XP?
City.
Seriously?
And I tell you what,
No, I'm
Charles, this
sorry.
might be about as good as it gets.
I
They
apologize.
look
I'm
incredible.
just playing.
Offense was in fine
You
form.
don't
The
apologize.
defense
You want me to
took a
hook you up
shutout out.
with
I think they worked in
fucking
concert together.
breakout, but you
I
won't
like
hook
how
me
the
up with that
offense was
little
setting up the
XP.
ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time.
Tell me
So
I'm
when you
wrong.
do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They
You're
had
right.
a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Kansas City, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
JD. I'm gonna send you one last trade. Just tell me what you think.
I think it's stupid as fuck. I don't even have to look at it. I will look at it, but I'm just telling you that's probably my answer. Most of the trades you send me without talking about it are ridiculous.
Just take a look.
No, I mean, I just got my shit set up how I want it. I'm developing some younger guys.
No, I was gonna say if you took him, I was gonna ask you for Sutton, cause he would save me 10.3 mil with no bonus.
Then why aren't you asking for him for Sutton instead of him for a second round pick and then Sutton?
Wouldn't it go though? Like for real? Wouldn't it? You think the other commissioners wouldn't approve that?
I don't know.
Have you played the Browns yet? Nothing personal, guys.
I don't remember. Would you really want to give up Von Miller though? Like who would you have at left hand? There's a Nadi, I think you have over there.
I would move Harris over to left hand.
Don't you have Nadi at left hand right now, or are you just having
Yeah,
a left end but using him at defensive tackle?
DT. He's at left end, but he's playing as DT. I would move Harris over to left end.
Why do you have Nadi at left end if he's playing defensive tackle?
I don't understand. I don't know. I really don't know why it's like that. But when Chris Jones is not in there, Anani plays his position.
Well, I mean, that's depending on the depth chart.
Yeah, look at my
I was
depth.
just wondering on the roster why you have him there.
I have no idea. Was he originally a left end?
No, I'm pretty sure he's a defensive tackle. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
With this new update, who knows?
I mean, it wouldn't have anything to do with the new update. Like, new updates wouldn't change positions for current franchises.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Roster.
Yeah, Nadi's a defensive tackle.
What the hell is he playing that left end then? Did we move him and forgot about it?
I don't remember moving him. But
Me
Shelby
either.
Harris is normally a defensive end.
Yeah.
So I would switch those two. I mean, there's different reasons to have them. Like, if there's, I don't know what scheme you're using, but like my scheme, defensive tackle and left end are the same thing. They're both run stoppers.
Okay.
Um,
I run the 3-4 defense.
a 3-4.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know what your scheme calls for on your defensive line.
Mostly passing. Pass blockers.
I mean, if you look at your roster, does it say they both fit?
Go back in.
It wouldn't be pass blockers for your defensive line. It would be run stopper, speed, or power.
Yeah. Let me go. Chris Jones doesn't even match my scheme now. Left end. No, Naughty fits my scheme.
What's his archetype?
What do you mean?
Is he a run stopper? If you
I'll
open
find
it,
that out.
if you open his player card, what's his highest archetype?
Run stopper.
Okay. And so, what is your defensive tackle archetype? What is?
Jones.
Yeah, but what archetype are you supposed to have?
Supposed to have some passing there.
It's not
But
passing.
well,
Passing is
Chris
not
Jones
an
is a
option.
power rusher.
Okay, so
So I'm wondering if, like, because he plays his position more than he does left
okay.
end.
If you look at his player card, where is the
Okay.
little puzzle piece on? Is it on
Run
run
stopper.
stopper?
Yeah.
Okay, so run stopper is what matches your scheme on for defensive tackles.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see something, because he's not within 3 of your scheme, so it's not going to be a scheme match regardless. If you had him at left end, he would be within 3, so it would or should count as a scheme match, but it's whatever. Derek Nottie, he's 82 run stopper. Come on. And he'd be an 85 run stopper at defensive tackle.
Yeah, I just don't remember moving a naughty to left end. I really don't. Intelligence, wouldn't show it. Later change. No, position change.
I mean, if it was done last season or something, you wouldn't.
It might show up in transactions.
No. So what is your right end's
Let me go.
scheme match?
Did right in. Right in. Frank Clark?
Does he match your scheme? Or does Malik Reed match your scheme?
Speed rusher is Frank Clark. That's
Frank
where the
Clark?
puzzle piece is.
Speed Rusher is where it is, or he matches your scheme?
Nah, it says speed rusher for Reed too.
Okay.
And
Well,
Clark.
okay, but like if you're looking at your roster, there's not a puzzle piece on Frank Clark. There is on Malik
No.
Reed, which means he matches your scheme.
Right.
Do you see what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Beside the experience too, there's a
Yeah.
puzzle piece there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Frank Clark does not match because he's power.
No, Harris and Saunders match my scheme as DTs.
Yeah, they match your scheme. And Malik Reed, and then Dirk Notty and Von Miller will match your scheme. It's just Frank Clark, Michael Dana. What is he? And Chris Jones. But there's nothing you can do to make a match. I mean, aside from upgrade those archetypes when you get upgrades. Like, when I do that, I look and see, like, okay, he doesn't match my scheme at left end. Does he match it at defensive tackle? Or does he match it at right end? That's why I have you move guys sometimes from right end to left end. Is because, like, right end, I need speed. On left end, I need run stopper. So if they don't, if I have a right end that's run stopper, then I have to have him move to left end to match the scheme.
I'm wondering when I do the upgrades, like you get the XP for the upgrade, I only choose the top one, like the first one. I wonder if that has anything to do with it.
Yeah, that's just going to cause more of a separation. If they don't match the scheme already, that's going to make them even further away from matching.
So am I fucking that up? By just clicking the first one?
It just depends on how you want it. If you want them to be power rushers, then it's whatever.
Yeah.
My thing is, if they match the scheme, then they get extra XP each week.
Okay.
So that's why I try to make sure everyone matches the scheme. Is just to get them more XP.
Right. Because I know I use Christian more as a sack, the guy that can get a sack real quick. He's already got 11 sacks in the season. He's on the way to another 20 sack season. I use him and Frank Clark as my sack guys. like, because I used her Frank Clark and Chris Jones the whole game. I used her my line. Like, I wish I could see what I run. My team. Like an old Drew Brees. No, I had that motherfucker in there. Games. Yeah, I use a vertical zone read run, JD.
Vertical zone run.
Yeah, for my offensive scheme.
Mm-hmm.
And my defensive scheme is base 4-3.
Oh, you said you run a 3-4. So you run
Oh,
the exact same schemes that I do.
yeah. I don't know what made me say 3-4. Just had to flip them around. 4-3. And I use 4-3 under. Now I do use 3-4 sometimes. I use that like 75%, 70% of the time.
Bro, I told you that that isn't what that means.
Okay.
That just
But
means that your team would be a 70% match to that scheme. It is not how much you use that. It's just how much your team would match.
Okay. But as of right now, my defensive scheme is a base 4-3 defense.
Okay, and what percentage is that?
86%.
Okay.